Good morning, day 8. There's a little more growth, a little more than yesterday. Remember, yesterday it was just barely above the rubber band. It's just barely above what was above yesterday. Did that make any sense? It's a little higher. Let me open it and smell it, because I didn't actually do that yet. It smells better. Definitely more sour. It's got a lot of bubbles, so I'm going to take half away and feed. So with it being day 8, most of you are probably starting to see some good growth, I would hope. I ask that down in the comments, you tell me, has your starter doubled? Are you seeing good growth? Is it smelling, like the good kind of sourdough smell? I want to know how your starter is doing. Now remember, this can take anywhere from 7 to 10 days. There's no hard, fast rule. It could even possibly take a little bit longer, depending upon your environment and conditions. But I don't want to just gauge this journey off of my experience, right? I kind of want to know from you guys how your starters are doing. I've heard from a few of you that yours have doubled and that it's looking good and it's growing, which is great. That's what I want. I want you guys to have success. But the other reason I ask that is because if we can get, I'm gonna go to 45 here. If we can all get to a similar place, then we can move to the next step. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about and pondering about, is us working towards that next step, which is going to really be about making our sourdough loaf. We'll probably start with a sandwich loaf, and then we can go over to a bollet, which is like a free-form loaf. So let me know in the comments how your starter's doing. Are you ready to move to the next step? And then we can move toward that direction. I'll tell you that if your starter has already doubled, you can continue to feed, right? Take half away and feed. And you can start saving the discard. If it has doubled, then you can start saving the discard. And then just continue to feed. And that way, what I'd like to see is have it double more than just once. You want to see some consistent growth. So take half away, feed again. Did it double again? Amazing, great, right? Maybe do it a third time, right? Just kind of like keep it up. Again, the repetitive routine helps you too with understanding the nature of your starter. But if you're getting that repetitive over and over doubling of growth, then your starter is active, it is mature, and it is ready to bake with. So you can continue to keep it on the counter and then feed it, or you can just put it in the refrigerator just like this, and it will just stall it a little bit, but it won't hurt it by any means until we can move to that next step of baking our loaf. So I'm probably gonna work on getting the loaf video out pretty quickly, like pretty soon. I might film it today or tomorrow, just so that you're not waiting and stalling. All right, so we fed. Let's get our rubber band at the right line and put it on the counter. Let me know how you're doing. See you tomorrow.